Just one thing that I wanted to point out is those sliders, however you want to call that, you have two different styles. I said there were only one style. You see, one is recessed more than the other one. The one that is recessed more, that one, is going to be used for the back door. So I had them at an angle, it was not sliding properly, I was wondering why, and this is the reason. I need to put those two on the back door, those two on the front door, and then it will work like a gem. So let's fix that. Okay, so just a couple of things before I move forward and we get back in fast speed. You've seen initially, so I built a frame and you've seen me hanging on it. It's very sturdy, it doesn't take that much. 2x4 on the top, this is 72 inches wide for the opening. Since it's going to be hidden for life, I even had a stud finder, and I want to make sure I show projects that can be done with everyday tools. So my stud finder is in a valley, so I had to improvise, and what I did is I used a very small drill bit. I knock on the wood until I felt like it was a different sound, and then I drilled few little holes. And I was able to get through very easily, and then I knew I was tapping in wood, and then easily, then I circled that area, and that's where I tapped to attach that 2x4 on top. That's what I've done. Then attach 2x4 on both sides, use some remaining piece from another project. That one was 28 inches, exactly what I needed for the specific height. I had 4 of them. The 5th one was built. I shortened that a little bit. That was a 27 incher. Put another piece of 2x4 here. Remember, we put a tongue and groove. Everything is going to be hidden. Goes from the bottom, so it's sturdy. Goes at an angle, put 2 of them. And you've seen me hanging again. It doesn't move. It's very stiff. Once you got the frame secured, I installed the rail. I recessed that all the way, almost about a quarter inch from the back of the 2x4, so that when the front door is installed, you have about a quarter inch from the front door to the front of the 2x4, which will be covered by the tongue and groove, and then I will put a 4x1, like those ones, to cover that. So I would put the tongue and groove, actually a 3x1, and put a 2x1 on top to match the corner over there. And then, which I don't have here, then I will put a 2x1 on the side, on both sides, to match the style that I had in the back, and hide the edge of the tongue and groove if it is not nicely clean. Here I would have to tweak things to hide that area. But not a big deal either. Then a little bit of clear coat and we're good to go. So let's go and let's install the tongue and groove. Again, you can use a nail gun. I did not. Like I said, I want to use everyday tool, regular screws. We'll use also little nail and tap into the top lip of each tongue and groove. Then it will be hidden when the next one is clipping in. So I took some very small ones. They're 1.5 inches, 16 gauge. Pretty small nails, so let's see how it works. I'm gonna shorten those one to 72 inches. And the bottom one, I will also use some drywall screws to attach the bottom of it, but it will, remember, it will be hidden with by the 2x4 ledge on the bottom. Let's go! And this, according to the market, will be adding, and I know it's a large bracket, we'll be adding about $6,000 to $21,000. If you have a window, according to my research, if you have a window and a closet, this is called a bedroom. If you're missing either or, it's not a bedroom. So that one is a 2-bedroom, 1 room extra. Since we have the window, I put the closet. Then if I had to sell it later, I can advertise it as a 3-bedroom. But I'm not gonna sell it anyway. I love it too much. You see me using a hand saw as well. Again, everyday tool. I got a jigsaw, I got a few of those, but everybody doesn't have every tool required. So I just want to do that project with the most basic tools. And before I get on fast forward and accelerate the speed of the project, I showed that earlier. This is what comes as a guide for the 2 doors. You got a metal plate, you got a little plastic adjuster that is flexible depending on the size of the door. Choose the right opening. I have the widest there, 1 inch and 3/8. So I go all the way to the edge. Once it is secured in the ground, in the floor, then you have those 2 widest gap for 1 and 3/8 guides for the 2 doors. So this will be placed at the bottom, and the door will cross each other. And then I have those cup pull. You need to drill some holes. That will be the hardest point, the hardest part. I don't have the tools for that. I need to find something. Cut a little opening and nail that in, and I'm good. Grooves are too thin on that style. I don't like it, it's breaking it. I'm afraid it's going to be too loose. Since that is going to be covered, I'm putting some nails on the side. I'm going to put some nails in the center, and I will put a central 1 by 1, which will improve the design and hide as well the nails.